Smart Academy. Now we discuss the mechanics in the oscillation topic. So first we discuss about some fundamentals. Periodic motion. What's meant by periodic motion here? Periodic motion means a motion which repeats in a regular interval of time. Regular interval of time is called periodic motion. Okay. Suppose if you are observing some examples. So a planet revolving around the sun. So let it be, this is sun. Okay. A planet, anyone, there is a, let it be Earth here. This Earth planet if revolving around the sun. So that motion of Earth belongs to periodic motion. Okay. Here, this, if you are observing this day and night are forms due to this periodic motion of the Earth here. Okay. So 12 hours day, 12 hours night means here this Earth, let it be starting from here. When it reaches to here, 12 hours completed, and then when it comes to the initial position, then again 12 hours completed here. So this equal interval of time means this periodic, every 12 hours is the periodic time for this Earth revolution. Okay. So let me see another example. Revolution of electrons around a nucleus. Let it be, this is the nucleus. Positively charged central nucleus. This electron is negatively charged. This negatively charged electron always revolve around the nucleus. This motion should be repeated here. Equal interval of time, again repeated along the same path. So this one also belongs to the periodic motion. Okay. Suppose if you are observing the same vibration of the strings, so which are also, these strings are also vibrating. So when you are vibrating, the string producing making some vibrations, some musical notes. So these are also example for the periodic motion. Okay. Now we discuss the harmonic motion. Harmonic motion. So what is harmonic? Harmonic means the displacement of any particular body. That periodic motion should be expressed in terms of the harmonic functions. Harmonic functions. The periodic motion displacements. So displacement, if it is mentioned in the harmonic function, that can be written as the harmonic motion. Okay. Harmonic nothing but the function may be in the terms of sine or cos functions. Sine or cos function. This displacement of the particular body mentioned in the terms of sine or cosine terms, then such type of motion is called as harmonic motion. So let it be some that is x equal to a sine omega t or y equal to a cos omega t. So these are the particle displacement or body displacement when it execute the simple harmonic motions. Those displacements here x and y. Okay. So here sine or cos, any function, if you are to disturb the string when it is arranged between the two rigid supports, if you have plucked this string, then this vibrations observed here, those are maybe in the sine functions or those are maybe in the cos functions. Okay, so that's why the vibrating string and a simple pendulum, like these are all execute the harmonic motions. Nothing but that may be the function should be expressed in terms of the sine or cause. Okay, so let me discuss the another term, that is oscillatory motion or vibratory motion. Vibratory motion or oscillatory motion. Okay, so vibratory motion or oscillatory motion means the motion should be repeated along the same path, and that if you are observing that repeated motion, here the particle or body or object along the any one dimension, along the any one direction, it compulsory to and fro motion is exit. To and fro motion exhibits. Okay, so this type of motion we call as the vibratory motion or oscillatory motion. The motion should and must be along the same path, and it exhibits the to and fro motions. Okay, so such things are like examples that we take. Simple pendulum, okay, which execute the vibratory motion or oscillatory motion here. So what means here, this is the equilibrium state. When it is apply some force or drag the simple pendulum, then it oscillate the to and fro motion about this fixed point or this mean position or this rest position. Okay, this to and fro motion exhibit along the same path. Okay, so that's why this is a good example for the vibratory motion or oscillatory motion. Okay, this is simple pendulum exhibit the vibratory or oscillatory motion. Similarly, compound pendulum also exhibit the compound pendulum is a rectangular rod which is supported with a rigid support. Okay, this is also an example for this motion of the compound pendulum, also example for this vibratory motion or oscillatory motion. Okay, next one, now we discuss the simple harmonic motion conditions. Okay, before going to that, so keep it in mind. So every oscillatory motion should be equal to periodic motion, but all periodic motion need not to be oscillatory motion. Every oscillatory motion should be periodic, nothing but it maintain the equal interval of time here. Okay, so but every periodic motion need not to be oscillatory motion. Okay, so this is, keep it in mind. So right, simple harmonic motion conditions. If your body is A to B, which is in the simple harmonic motion, so the body or particle should and must having the to and fro motion from the mean position. Okay, and as well as this acceleration of the body always directly proportional to the displacement in the opposite direction. Okay, so this acceleration directly proportional to here displacement, as well as this minus sign indicates here what it is. If we are assigning this minus sign here, why? Because of this minus means this acceleration towards the mean position. Okay, so let me see some example. So this simple pendulum is a good example for the simple harmonic oscillator. Simple harmonic oscillator nothing but a body which can execute the simple harmonic motion is called simple harmonic oscillator. Here we consider the simple pendulum is a simple harmonic oscillator. Okay, so this position is called rest position, mean position, or equilibrium position. Okay, so due to some external force on this bob moves to the extreme position. So let it be, this is the extreme position, one extreme position of the simple pendulum. So when due to the restoring force inside the string, so this bob again goes back into the initial position and it moves back and reaches to the another extreme position. So let it be B. Here A and B are the two extreme position of this simple harmonic oscillator. Okay, so if you are observing this oscillator acceleration, okay, so what is the condition for a simple harmonic motion? So this motion of the body should and must do the to and fro motion. So here also the simple pendulum to the is do the to and fro motion about this equilibrium position or rest position. Okay, as well as this acceleration. If you are observing this when it displaces from the O to A, this bob displaces from the O to A, this acceleration is always towards here in backward direction. This displacement is y. So let it be, this displacement is y. So this acceleration and displacement quietly opposite to each other. When it displaces to here, this acceleration towards the backward direction. Okay, so when it displaces to here, this displacement direction is in this direction, but acceleration of this bob in the backward direction. That's why we indicate the minus sign here. Okay, minus means this is always acceleration towards the mean position. So these are the conditions for the simple harmonic motion. Okay, anybody to say the simple harmonic motion, the motion should be having the to and fro motion and acceleration directly proportional to displacement, and this acceleration towards the mean position. These are the conditions for the simple harmonic motion. Okay, suppose let me see some example here. This is simple pendulum is a example for the simple harmonic motion. Motion of the simple pendulum is an example for the simple harmonic motion, as well as the loaded spring. This is loaded spring also an example for the simple harmonic motion. So when we apply some force, when we draw some force, when we pull some force F on this block, then it moves to the downward direction. Initially it reaches to the maximum displacement. Okay, nothing but that is amplitude, it making the amplitude is A. Then again it goes to the, due to the restoring force of the string, it goes to the initial position and again it compresses to here. So due to that means to and fro motion are up and downs are same here, up and down, so with respect to the mean position or rest position. Okay, here if you are observing this loaded spring, so that motion should be in the up and down from this rest position or mean position. So that's why this one also a good example for the simple harmonic motion. Okay, now we see the another example. The prongs of a tuning fork, also an example for the simple harmonic motion. So this is a let it be tuning fork. So these are the prongs here. When we hit it with a hammer, so these prongs doing the vibrations or oscillation about this mean position here. Okay, this is the rest position. Okay, so this vibrating to and fro vibrations are occurring by these prongs of the tuning fork here. So these oscillations, these vibrations are also called as simple harmonic motion. Okay, so these are the examples. Next one, now we discuss the displacement, velocities, accelerations of the simple harmonic motion. So those are called as the characteristics. Characteristics of simple harmonic oscillator. Okay, so let me consider similarly we consider the simple pendulum is a example for simple harmonic oscillator. Okay, this oscillator displacement let it be here y, displacement of the oscillator let it be y here. The y can be written as here a sine of omega t less or minus pi here. So this y means here displacement of the simple harmonic oscillator or simple harmonic body. Okay, so y means here displacement of the oscillator. Here a means amplitude of the oscillator here. So what is the amplitude here? Amplitude meant by this maximum displacement of the oscillator is called amplitude here. Okay, so here displacement we can measure in the meter or centimeter. So that's why this maximum displacement means it is also distance. So that's why this amplitude also measured in the meter or centimeter. Okay, so here this motion should be in the harmonic, that's why we are taking that here sine term. Okay, so what is omega? Omega means your angular frequency. Okay, omega means that is 2 pi times of the natural frequency is called angular frequency. Okay, so now we discuss about this displacement, velocity of the oscillators and like that. Okay, so what is the velocity? Velocity means the rate of change of displacement is called, this is the displacement of, you know, the displacement of simple harmonic oscillator. Okay, now we discuss the velocity of the oscillator. What is the velocity? Velocity means the rate of change of displacement is called velocity. Okay, now we substitute this displacement value at here, then we get the v equal to d by dt of y value, that is a sine of omega t plus pi. Omega t plus pi. If you are differentiate with respect to time, then we are getting the a sine differentiation is cos here, cos of omega t plus pi into this omega. Nothing but we are getting the v equal to a omega cos of omega t plus pi. Okay, this is the velocity equation for the simple harmonic oscillator or simple harmonic body. Okay, so now we discuss the acceleration term here. So what is the acceleration? This acceleration a equal to the rate of change of velocity. The rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. Okay, so here a equal to the d by dt of, what is the v here? V means velocity of the simple harmonic oscillator. Already we have the v value here. So now we substitute v value at here, that is v equal to a omega cos of omega t plus pi. Okay, so now we are differentiate this equation with respect to time here. Then we get the a equal to this a omega into cos differentiation value, we are getting minus sign. This minus sign of omega t plus pi into omega. So if we are simplifying this, a equal to minus a omega square of sine omega t plus pi. Okay, so we will see here. Acceleration means the rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. So this is a equal to this d by dt of v means here a omega cos of omega t plus pi. We know that the velocity of the oscillator. Okay, if I differentiate with respect to time, then a equal to a omega into minus cos differentiation is minus sine. So minus sine of omega t plus pi into this omega t plus pi differentiate with respect to time, we are getting omega. Okay, omega into omega, omega square. So a equal to minus a omega square sine of omega t plus pi. Okay, so here we know that this a sine of omega t plus pi value displacement of the oscillator. So that's indicated by y here. So we know that this displacement of the oscillator is y equal to a sine omega t plus pi. Okay, so that's why this acceleration a equal to, that can be written as here minus omega square y. Okay, so if you are observing this acceleration of the oscillator, that should be here omega is angular frequency, that is constant. Okay, so it's proportional to the acceleration of the body, it's proportional to the minus y. Okay, the which body it execute the to and fro motion as well as the acceleration inversely proportional to, directly proportional to the displacement and opposite direction, that is called simple harmonic motion. Okay, so if you are observing the acceleration that is directly proportional to the displacement and which is in the opposite direction, a proportional to minus y. Okay, so these are the acceleration, velocity and displacement equations. Okay, so now we deduce the relation among this velocity, amplitude, displacements. Okay, so what is the displacement value here? Relation between velocity, amplitude and displacements. Okay, so we know the displacement of simple harmonic motion is y equal to a sine of omega t plus pi here. Okay, so let it be equation 1. So that velocity equation is what we are getting here, a omega cos of omega t plus pi. Okay, so from this equation now we write the sin omega t value here, sin of omega t plus pi value, that is sin of omega t plus pi equal to y by a. It will be equation 1 here. Okay, so next one we know the velocity of simple harmonic motion is how much? That's we equal to a omega cos of omega t plus pi here. Okay, so from this equation now we write this cos omega t value here. Okay, so from equation 1, this is, let it be 2 here. So since equation 1, so that's sin omega t plus pi value is how much? Y by a. Squaring on both sides here, we are getting sin square of omega t plus pi equal to y square by a square. Okay, so we know the formula sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1 here. So from this equation we write the cos square theta equal to 1 minus of sin square theta. So that's why here cos square of omega t plus pi value how much? That is 1 minus of sin square omega t plus pi. You know the sin square omega t plus pi value here. That's why 1 minus of y square by a square. Okay. So then we get the cos omega t plus pi value is how much? That is under root of 1 minus y square by a square. Okay. So this value substituted in the equation 2. Substituted in the equation 2, we are getting the velocity equation in terms of this displacement, amplitude and velocity. Okay, we are substituted here v equal to a omega under root of what is the cos omega t plus pi value. From here is under root of 1 minus y square by a square. This value substituted it here. Okay, so then we get the multiplying this one here. This one taken into inside of this root under root of this a square omega square minus a square omega square y square by a square. Okay, so now we shall continue the